Hello and welcome to another driver's debrief vlog. This one will be for the 27th of February 2024, which was yesterday. These videos tend to get shorter as time goes on. I think it's because at the start I had so many things to describe, as if I'm a learner talking to a learner sort of thing. And as time goes on, it's like I feel like I've covered describing to you what the features of the car are and what the troubles, the different obstacles were and difficulties in getting me from newbie to where I am now, which is like, I guess, intermediate. So I don't have to explain to you the difficulty of the gears, like, unless I'm stuck on them. Like a couple lessons ago, I was on a hill going up the hill and I went from second to first when I was trying to go from second to third, I believe. I did that going up this hill in Launceston and down the hill in Launceston. So something about going on the hills sometimes that makes me feel like I'm going straight. I think it was actually fourth to third gear and I went into first. I somehow put leftward pressure onto the gear stick and I didn't realise I did that. So things like that will pop up as like newbie stuff coming back if I haven't conquered it sort of thing. But for the most part, we've like covered almost everything of the difficulties of the early newbie days, and I'm a lot more fluent in a lot of those things. Yesterday was a mock test again. I was hoping it would be my first mock test where I didn't get any serious marks, but alas, I'm still having trouble basically staying left in my lane on medium roundabouts. That was the fail, as far as I know. There's 2 fails for that same thing. I stalled a few times, maybe 3 times, but you don't get failed for a stall. You could get a minor mark for a stall. No, I didn't get a serious for that one. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works, because I did stall at least 3 times and recovered pretty quickly. Didn't roll back and all that, but I didn't get a serious mark for that, so I don't think that's how that works somehow. At least with Tony, I don't know. Yeah, we did a mock test and I think it was a more convoluted route than the first mock test I did. I was so gutted that at one point it wasn't keeping 2 left on the roundabout. At one point I kind of stopped on the giveaway line of the Penny Gillam roundabout. I was looking over to the right and I didn't have enough time for myself to identify what the cars were doing, and it turns out one of them was coming around in front of us and I didn't detect it, and I started moving forward. I think I edged over the giveaway line and then he went, "Nope, can't let you do that." And then he pointed it out. I was like, oh, that's obvious now I've seen it. His road position is towards the ring of the roundabout, so he's going round, and his indicator is right, so he's going round. But you also have to look for cars on the outside lane that could also come in front of you, which I forget about. So even if the road positioning is in the centre of the roundabout, it's not necessarily the only thing you're looking for, because outside ring cars, which wasn't what this was, but it's good to note it, they can come in front of you unless they have the left indicator signal on as they approach you, in which case they'll just glide by. Yeah, so that was one major. The other major was right at the start, I went onto the roundabout and I didn't keep to the... Like, I came in... it was left straight ahead. For some reason I put a right indicator on because the straight ahead looked a bit like a right on the sign. So I didn't need the right indicator, and that's misleading. But the main thing was, when I came into the roundabout, I didn't have a position in the left of the mouth before the giveaway line, and when I went onto the roundabout I didn't keep left, allowing enough room on the right as I came in. So that's some kind of weird trap for me. It's a newbie thing that keeps coming back to me that I can't get the hang of, keeping very left at roundabouts. I've said it so many times to you and it's like habitual right now. So I think next lesson, I've only got like 2 lessons, unless Tony adds a sneaky third in. 2 lessons before my test. So I think next lesson I should just like go roundabout to roundabout to roundabout to roundabout to roundabout to roundabout. There was one more iffy moment which was we were joining a dual carriageway. I was trying to look in my right-hand mirror and, well, not right-hand blind spot because you're only meant to look at that when you're going to cross a line and you do a super blind spot check, which is not like that. It's like... So I did that, but when I was about to join from the slip road to the dual carriageway, it looked like there was a white van truck crossbreed coming up to us, and it was very close and that I wouldn't be able to merge onto it unless this guy moved. So I didn't do it, and I was braking a little bit, and he said, no, don't brake. And he said, like, you might have to stop if something like that happens, but what you need to do there was hoof it up, because apparently he could see that the truck was a lot further away, and when I was looking at it, the truck seemed quite close. And I realised after that it's because the wing mirrors show things close. You see that little thing written on it sometimes, objects in the mirror may appear closer than they actually are, sort of thing. Whereas if you look in the centre mirror, which didn't have a good view over that side of me, that shows the right, like, a better look at the distance of the car behind you than these do. Because, like, so the wing mirrors are like zoomed in, the centre mirror is like zoomed out, but the zoomed out is like the realistic distance one. So I don't know if there was a way that I could have got the car into a position where I would look in my centre mirror and see him out the back at the right distance, because the centre mirror would be showing like that way, and that's not where the guy was. So I guess I have to get it into my mind that when I see something in that right-hand mirror when joining a slip road, it's not actually that close to the back of my car, and I could just fucking go faster and I'll be on there. And there's options for the white truck behind us. The white truck behind us could have, at the last moment, if the lane to the right of him was clear, he could have indicated right and moved away from us, or he could have just braked and saw that we were entering in front of him and just braked and slowed down. But then that kind of violates that rule of never make anyone on the road change speed or direction suddenly. So it's a tricky one, that. But yeah, shorter videos because I only have to really describe to you, like, we went to Launceston, we did a mock test. I've told you, like, all the sorts of weird places in Launceston, and I'm mainly telling you the places where I get stuck, and I didn't get stuck on any of those today. Basically, it was quite a good mock test. We did get all the way to the 40-minute mark, and there was a little reversing backward manoeuvre right at the end, which, oh yeah, that was a problem. It was pulled to the right side of the road and reversed 2 car lengths was the manoeuvre that he got me to do at the end. But it was in this weird estate, and I didn't realise we were on a hill like that. So for some reason I didn't manage to select reverse gear, and yet I thought I did, because for reverse gear is the same place on this car as first gear. You just have to lift up this little thing on the gear stick and then move to where first gear would be, but you're in reverse gear. So I must have, like, not quite lifted that thing enough and thought I was in reverse gear, but I was in first gear. But I kept going, thinking I was in reverse gear, and as if by magic, and me not knowing, I was going backwards. And it was because of gravity. I didn't realise till after that I hadn't selected reverse gear. I thought I was in reverse gear. The car rolled back as I was doing the manoeuvre, and it was like, I don't know if they can fail you for that, not getting reverse. I mean, you're moving in reverse, but you're using gravity to do it. It seems kind of like what a pro... Like, I've accidentally done what a pro driver would do, which is, I don't need reverse gear for this, we're on a hill, let's just use gravity. Woo. So I don't know if they'd actually fail you for that. I'd assume they would expect that you were trying to use reverse gear for it, though. So they might give you a minor for it. But you're doing all the things that reverse manoeuvre would do, you're just doing it with gravity and first gear. But yeah, that was a complete accident. I meant to select reverse. And it felt like I was in reverse as I was going back, so I finished the manoeuvre and went, that was good. I did that really well. And he went, you didn't select reverse gear, did you? I was like, what? Oh, we're on a hill. So I don't know what to think of that one. pull up the thing on the gear stick, make sure you're in reverse. Oh yeah, he said if it was going in reverse, the reversing camera on the dashboard would light up. And I didn't notice that happening because I don't really use that thing for anything. I use the mirrors and the things because if you get a new car, you can't tell that you'd have a reversing camera screen or whatever. So you might as well use what all cars have. Anyway, that's my driving lesson debrief. This time we have 2 more definite set lessons before the test. They'll be happening next week. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, maybe Tony will give me a 3rd before then, so I can get in a couple of mock tests. Otherwise it would just be next lesson, tons of roundabouts. Lesson after that, mock test. Lesson after that is the test. Anyway, thanks for watching.
James, that motorcycle
has been following us for the last mile. All those feathers and he still can't fly.